Oh, thank you very much. Good evening.
Good
Mr.
evening.
Whitehead, my question is simple. My question is about bonds. I have learned everything a lot from you. I'm going to go ahead and say it. How do I remove, well, how can a person, how can a corporation remove a personal guarantee when there are at least three people inside the corporation? Now, um,
That
let me
doesn't
tell you
matter.
20 more seconds of
That doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
No, because the personal guarantor is one person. It doesn't matter how many other people are involved. That's the person that's linked to the money. So all you have to do is worry
And
about
does that
removing that person. The other people have nothing to do with it.
thank you. Now, is the title of that person, it does have to be named CFO, CEO,
Long
president,
as they're
secretary? What
long,
is the title?
they should be either president or vice president or secretary.
So if a person is named president or vice president,
Or
then the personal guarantee is their personal guarantee is stuck to the corp.
as
The
long
rest
as
don't matter.
as long as you are on the corporation.
I don't understand.
You have to be on the corporation. You can't be your cousin that's not on the corporation. The Secretary of State says who's on the corp, and they have their name in the Secretary of State. President John Harris, Vice President Mary Williams. If she's not on in the Secretary of State on the corporation, the bank's not going to allow her to be a PG.
Got it. Yeah, okay, but then the conversation with the bank is I am the president. An example, I am the president. I have a 91 beta score. I have 10 trade lines. I've purchased this bond that has been active for 30 days, for 4 months minimum. I've been paying on the 1 million surety bond unsecured for about 4 months. I'd
No,
like to
that's not
remove
going to come in.
myself.
That's not going to come in play. The bond is going to, when you're borrowing bigger money, they're going to
Yeah,
be okay. Uh, they're going to be. Uh, let's put it this way: the, any asset is going to be put into the corporation on the asset sheet, right? So when they ask you about your profit and loss and your assets, then they're going to look at your asset sheet and see, oh, he's got a bond here. Oh,
something there.
and that person has a home also. And that person has $1 million in gold, whatever you want to put on there. Oh, that person has 3 cars paid off or halfway paid off, whatever, uh, assets that are part of the company that makes the company have more value, causing them to be able to lend you more because they feel secure that you're not broke and you have something to back you up. Now, I would not put my assets as collateral. I would just say these are my assets. But well, we want this as collateral. Some banks will do that. I wouldn't do that. No, this is my
Right. And
assets.
and
Make sense?
no, no, I got to keep on listening to you. This thing about bonds, I've got three people inside the corp. We've got 85, 81 paid, 85 paid score
Okay,
already.
but you're
We
talking
have 10
about
trade lines, everything.
but you're talking about uh the bond, right? So what
Yeah,
part doesn't
I'm
make
talking.
sense about the bond?
How long do I need to keep it active? so that I can remove myself from
Okay.
personal guarantor under this call.
Okay, we're asking them multiple questions. So the one question that you asked me about was, can a person be on the corporation, right, as a PG? And I explained they have to be on the corporation in order to be a PG. The second question is about the structure of the bond. They're going to look at the bond, and they're not going to look at they just want to know the assets in the company. A bond is going to come in as an asset. So if they ask you when you want bigger money, credit cards, they not going to ask you about any bonds. When you're asking for loans, then they're going to ask you about assets. We're going to give you our money, million, 5 million, 10 million, whatever. Do you have any assets? Well, yes, I have a bond, right? And when you say that, then they're going to come back. A person's going to call you. And if they have any questions, they're going to ask you, okay, how old is the bond? When does the bond mature? Can you send us the paperwork on the bond so we can see it? And then they're going to call the bond company. So, okay, this person has an asset of a bond. And what else assets do you have? Now, this person is worth $5 million. He wants to borrow $2 million. I don't see that being a problem. He's worth 5 million. So that will help us decide that we can lend him 2 million.
And what an amazing atomic description. Thank you very much. That is just what I needed to hear.
That's what I like to hear. I'm not going to give up until we get it, till a bump.